Good afternoon, Central Florida. This is Ruth Kakias at the Orlando City Stadium, wrapping up the very first home game for the Orlando Pride. Unfortunate for our ladies, they fell short to Portland 2-0. They did not allow a goal until the 45th minute of the match, leading into the half. The ladies lost 2-1, and during post-conference, head coach Mark Skinner discussed his frustrations of the 45 minutes of the match, saying that the ladies did not put in much effort and did not execute their game plan. Player of the match, Ashlyn Harris, goalie for the Orlando Pride, also discussed that the first 45 minutes of the match seemed a little bit sloppy, but she did rejoice at the fact that they are against the reigning champs in the next 2 days in North Carolina, saying that it will benefit the ladies to get back out there on the field. The ladies will be on the road for the next 2 weeks and will not be back at home till April 27th against Utah, so make sure to get your tickets now. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Ruth Kakias with SportsTalkFlorida.com.
Doing in pre-season, we didn't affect first half. We just didn't do them. So we had some words at half-time. We were better second half. Still not good enough. That's nothing against the players. That's nothing personal. That's nothing me telling that the players aren't good enough. That's me saying as a team, as a collective, we were not good enough in that game. Hence the reason we lost. That's just as simple as that, as it is that. I've been handed a bunch of statements on stats, but you can feel the game as well, and we just were not good enough first half and allowed the game to get away from us, and then you're chasing second half and you've got to be more ruthless. So that's my statement for the game to start off with.
Mike and Scott?
Mark, going into this game, you said that you were expecting a challenge, especially from one of the best two teams in the league. Is that exactly what you felt that was a challenge from the very minute of the game?
Yeah, I think the worry, not the worry thing, the thing that I'm disappointed with most was, what did they really have to do first half? We allowed them to do it, and there's a difference. We're going to turn this place into a fortress in the future, but I'm learning fast and fast and fast on what our players do and don't know already. And that for me it's nothing about the players. Again, it's not personal, it's about understanding, educating. I don't think that Portland had to really earn it. They didn't do anything to earn their victory. I think we gave them the victory today, and that's the disappointing part that I'll fix very quickly.
Coach, what do you think of just the atmosphere, the fan support in the very first game here?
Wonderful, and I think as a collective, I don't think we gave them enough to get behind till second half. We were better second half, we were, but it took some words at half time in order to do that. I don't want to shout at people, I don't want to shout at what we're trying to do, if we're going to try to get a performance in front of those wonderful fans. That was energy, and that's what our players need to give. If you don't keep the ball first half, you then tire towards the end of the game. We didn't do well enough on the first half, and that's a first half that we need to wipe from our memory, learn from, and produce and make sure we're better at.
Coach, you said earlier in the preseason you've seen this team have their flip switched a little bit. Now that you have a regular season game under your belt, how close is this team to getting back to that level that they were at for most of the season last year?
Of course, I think I look at what they so although the stats will say shots on target, this and that. As a coach,
Ash, can you just get us started with your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, a disappointing result. A really rough start to the season. The first 45 minutes was not good enough, and very disappointing. And yeah, I mean, we came back out and parts of the game we had chances to finish, and unfortunately didn't put the ball in the back of the net, because I think if we squeeze one out, the game changes a bit. I'm proud of the team and the response they had in the second half, because at halftime we got our asses chewed out, and it just has to be better. And we have all the tools, you guys. We have all the tools. We have an incredible coach that is putting everything on the line, giving us all the tools we've been begging for. It's now about executing. We weren't brave enough today, and in soccer you have to be brave on the ball, or these things happen. And we will unpack this. We will be better. and we have 2 days to turn around and play again in North Carolina. So it's about how we respond at this point.
Everyone, Mike? All right, Carson, could you just kind of start with your general thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think obviously Portland opening up on opening day weekend, I think that's a tough draw. But I think that going forward, if we can play one of the best teams to begin with, we know where the areas we need to work on. And we didn't deserve that game. There's a lot of things that we can do better, but it's all about moving forward now. We have 3 days to get ready and have another go at another team.
Everyone, Mike and Scott.
Carson, Mark said just shortly after the game that the team wasn't good enough at all. So pinned a little bit of the first half, the performance, and then the second half kind of changed things. From your point of view, how did the team kind of handle halftime, going into halftime, and then kind of trying to rally and try to get with a victory?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all professionals. So coming in, we knew that we didn't have a great half, and we knew what we need to work on, and we just needed him to come in and do exactly what he did. Just let us know tactically, emotionally, and get us going again. I think that we stepped it up in the second half, but we don't have a half to lose next time. It's easy to get down in this league, so I think that to be on top, you have to do everything right all the time. You can't take a half off.
Mike and then or Scott and then the Luke.
Defensively, you guys gave up 22 shots on Wednesday. You play North Carolina, another really powerful attack. Just what do you guys have to do differently defensively to limit those opportunities?
Yeah, I think that obviously soccer is not offense and defense. I think as a team, we just need to do better at defending all around. So, not giving their backs enough time to find the forwards to get a shot off. And we just need to be tighter on their forwards. Obviously, they have really fast, powerful forwards. And if you give them time, they'll take their chances. So I think just not letting them turn and make sure we get them playing backwards as much as possible.
Luke and then to Luis.
You guys talked at the tail end of last year how this roster was disjointed and didn't have the confidence that they had in the middle of the season. How close are you guys now to getting to a level of confidence that you guys had in the middle of the season last year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, not everything's going to go perfect with any team in the beginning. We're still trying to work things out and work off each other, and I think that it's way quicker than last year was, to be honest. I think we're already on a great road ahead. I just think that there's a little things that we have to get better at, and once we get those, I think this team will be super powerful.
Luis.